Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. In this video, we've got Charity Lawson, our lead for this season of The Bachelorette, possibly spoiling the ending of her show by following a family member of one of her final contestants. Did she just want to follow the person because they have a lot in common, or maybe it's because she's engaged to that person and she wanted to welcome the family in? We're going to get into it in a few minutes, so stick around. There will be obvious spoilers, but they're really just hypotheticals. We have a top 4 from Reality Steve, and we're going to see how this all plays out coming to you shortly. Also, look, I just joined Threads. I'm a day late. Threads started yesterday. It is Instagram's response to Twitter. Am I too late to the party here to join Threads a day late? Should I just wait till the next craze comes our way? Either way, if you guys want to be a part of that, you can go follow me over there. Same Instagram, D Neals. And also, Patreon is available, folks. It is available. My roast of Katie Thurston. I'm going to share with you the response from a joke I can't share publicly. I've been asked not to share this joke publicly. I'm going to bleep the joke out publicly, but if you want the behind the scenes of what was said, it is live on Patreon at patreon.com/Dave Neal. Here it is. That's it. That's all I can share with you. I can't share the joke with you. I'm not allowed to. I said I wouldn't do it. Patreon.com/Dave Neal. Go check it out. Okay, so before we get to Charity's spoiler of how it possibly ends, let's go to our friends over there, 2 Black Girls, 1 Rose, and hear what they had to say about the Bachelorette process. Is it even working? Because they had the same thought that I had, which was, why have Rachel and Gabby on? They both had dumpster fire endings to their relationships. How does that help Charity out at all? Have a listen.
Okay, so Gabby and Rachel made an appearance on this week's episode of The Bachelorette. Love to see them. However, can we talk about the big, massive elephant in the room? On our podcast recap this week, we had to just call it what it is and spit out the actual obvious fact that both of these ladies are single as a dollar bill. It was funny / upsetting / wild to see the juxtaposition between Charity beginning her journey for love, standing next to these 2 ladies whose journeys for love didn't work.
Now, in defense of The Bachelorette, who are they supposed to have on the show? Nobody's journey is working. I mean, there's only a couple of people they could actually have on that did well, that still are with their partners.
Their journeys kind of crashed and burned, actually. Gabby's dude had a blackface scandal, and then Rachel with Tino, we saw how that went. It was just weird. And everyone was like all smiles. And I was like sitting there thinking, am I the only one? Like, are we going to just ignore this gargantuan elephant in the room that these 2 young ladies before Charity are single and this process did not work for them? Like, this process is fun and cute and all, but like, is it working? What were y'all thinking?
I was thinking the same thing as you, which is it's not a show that has a good success rate. And therefore, I mean, you have better chance of finding love on Naked and Afraid. You know what I mean? Just stumble upon some, village somewhere and whatever. The point is the show's got a bad success rate. Now, with that said, I've got several different spoilers to get to. They're all just speculative, but they're going to start right now. I was actually in a hot tub yesterday with a bunch of random people that worked in reality TV. I happened to have met a very nice former producer of The Bachelor who has no current ties to the show. Although, producers, they all talk. They said that Rachel Recchia on this season of Bachelor in Paradise is going to be messy. So that's just a little teaser for you guys. Rachel Recchia going to be messy. Apparently she brought Bachelorette energy onto the beach and no one was having it because, look, hey, yeah, you were the Bachelorette, but, you still got to win some hearts and minds over on the show. Will it be like an anxious moment? Look, we like Rachel Recchia, but when the cameras are turned on and she's not in the control position, she's not in the cockpit, if you will, to use a pilot reference here, it could be kind of ugly, but we'll have to see how it all plays out for her. And so there they are, Rachel and Gabby from Charity season. And so let's get into it. Here's who Reality Steve had for his Final Four. We already shared this, but I'm going to share Reality Steve's Final Four, and then we're going to whittle it down to who Charity might have picked based on who she followed. So her Final Four, Xavier, Joey, Aaron, and Dotun. right? And there is rumors that Joey and Dotun are, possible F1 or F2. We're going to get to those right now. So I don't have the graphic from Bachelor whatever because it was from yesterday's Instagram story, but they posted a graphic that showed that Charity actually followed Joey's sister. And now, hold on. I know we're out on a limb here. We're branching off into a lot of hypotheticals. But here are the comments that people received finding out that Charity follows. No, why would Charity follow the sister of somebody she didn't choose? Would she? Look, I'm on my mobile setup here, so I don't have my X-Files button, but this is where I would play the X-Files button. If she, Charity, is wanting us to think the winner is Joey when he isn't, she's doing it the wrong way, because how does her final one feel about this? Bye. My question is, how does Charity know Joey's sister's username? Either producers told her or Joey did. Yeah, that's right. She didn't just randomly find Joey's sister. Maybe she did. Joey better be the winner because this follow ain't it. Charity wants mess honey. And, look, on these types of shows, I responded to a comment yesterday about someone accusing me of not being a fan of Charity, which is just ridiculous. I mean, I love Charity. We've got our Charity. We'll be giving teacher wish list. There's so much Charity going on our channel. We love Charity, especially Charity Lawson. Gotta love Charity Lawson. But... and any therapist will tell you this. Just because someone's a therapist or psychologist doesn't mean they don't like mess. They might like mess even more. They might really like mess. And maybe Charity's saying, you know what? I'll throw this out there. And if she isn't with Joey, that would be a real baller kind of move to make. But at the same time, imagine she chooses Dotun and not Joey, right? Imagine Joey's a final 2, final 3. Joey's heartbroken. Would Charity really have the gumption, the ovaries, the brass ovaries, to follow a guy whose heart she just broke's sister? I know I wouldn't do that. And so other people have posted this. Charity is either single with Joey or is willing to end her relationship over this man. Now, I don't know how that, there's so many possibilities, and you might think, Dave, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? How is this even worth making a video? Look at me right in the eyes right now. It's July 6th. Is it the 6th or the 5th? It is July 6th. We don't have any other content to make. So you take this content, you jam it down your throat like some good old-fashioned foie gras before they ban this type of content we're making. Okay, so either way, what's this? Lost my clip here. Oh, so here's another thought, okay? Another thought from Bachelor Sherlock. Because the question was Aaron. Aaron got a great edit, right? One of the finalists here. Where's Aaron? There he is in the bottom left here. So Aaron got a nice edit to start the show. I think he had did he have the first one date? So either way, let's go to what is being said about Aaron. This is from Bachelor Sherlock, and you have to remember, Bachelor Sherlock is this weird, elusive account that has no followers. It's a private account, and yet Bachelor Sherlock released the season-ending photo that showed Zach Shellcross getting down on one knee in the fantasy suite. No, getting down on one knee on at the altar or whatever the hell you want to call it when he proposed to Katie Bigger. So here's what Bachelor Sherlock had to say. I think that LinkedIn was correct after all, and he was eliminated after hometowns, that being Aaron. However, he was flown to Fiji to film that beach scene and to ask Charity for another chance by the pool. I am not too sure if he was guaranteed fantasy date. This is most similar to Ben Smith coming back on Tayshia's season. Ben Smith was eliminated after hometowns, but he came back and he did not get a fantasy date. I don't think Charity took him back, though, unlike Tayshia, hence why he is back in the USA. And that's the thought on Aaron, because we had a video that I don't need to pull it up right now. Actually, let's just pull it up. We had a video from earlier last week that had the I think it was Aaron. We blurred it out, but it was Aaron on the beach in Fiji, and it was kind of like a tweet. I'm trying to see if we even have the video of it. Maybe it was from a while back, but it was him on the beach. Top 3 spoiled. Here it is. Let's go to it. Hello, everybody. So it was him on the beach. And, of course, that image was blurred out on our end, but we don't know if it was what they call a red herring, which would be, of course, them making us think that it ends a certain way when it really doesn't. And again, we obviously don't have any of this information with us. So stay, hang tight for that. And let's see what else we have here. There was one more interesting storyline. So someone asked this, are you familiar? So this was from Charity's Q&A. Are you familiar with the song Wipe Me Down? But what's interesting here is this is Charity on, I think, July 4th, or I don't know if it was July 4th weekend or whatever, a few days ago. And then we had a bunch of arms in the background, and people go, oh, who's wearing the skirt on the left? Oh, who's this? So clearly her finalist isn't the guy behind her. She's not going to pull a Caitlin Bristow and just spoil the whole thing accidentally. So whose arm is it right here is the question. And people were thinking maybe that's Dotun. So there's Dotun right here. Again, are we speculating too far? Now Dotun we have here was one of the finalists. So let's go to Reality Steve here, right? Dotun is here in the bottom right, one of the finalists. And so could it be that what Dotun was in the back of her photo? I mean, look, would you be so brazen to post a Q&A photo even in the same house as somebody? I mean, I'd be worried there'd be reflections coming off the coffee pot mixer. You know what I mean? So many different coffee pot mixer. You get the point. Either way, that's where they are. And she also had, and I might have lost it already, she had another photo of her. I must have lost it. She had a photo kind of not objectifying, but kind of a quote retweeting. Is that the word quote retweeting? Dotun. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. No, it's Aaron, right? My God. She responded, my God, today. And so people are thinking, oh my gosh, imagine if she's with Joey, why would she post, something thirsty about him? But of course, look, if her finalist is Joey, he's going to have to understand she's going to be throwing out some things to make it a little bit less obvious. But at the same time, maybe she's with nobody. Who knows, right? Who knows how this puppy ends? Either way, if you want to go check out my roast of Katie Thurston, I've got it on my Patreon right there. You can go check it out. Just keep it on there. Don't share it with anyone else. It has to remain private. I'm going to share some bleeped out versions of it, but the unedited version is right there. And it was a white hot start. I mean, we came in hot. Here's the beginning of it. Here's the beginning of my set. Sold out crowd. Sunday night.
That chick who already left on my set. Give it up for her. Is she taking a piss? Is that girl taking a...
Some girl left right at the beginning of my set. Turns out she was a fan who's come to multiple shows. So sorry about that. We're all friends out here. But if you want to go check that out, it's a full 14 minutes. You can see my roast of Katie, and then you can also see my full stand-up set along with a lot of other content. Hold tight, Seattle. I've got this show link coming soon. I'll be there August 24th. So just hold tight for that. I'm also back in Hollywood Friday night and Saturday night. I've got stand-up shows. So that's where I'll be. But in the meantime, I'll be reading a book by the pool in the desert because that's where I am right now. Bachelor Rush Hour, the afternoon podcast coming your way right after this.